Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Relic 3 replay. Spawn on top, or just dead center red, we have PriNce. Spawn as the orange allies, we have 2, 4, 2, 8, 6, 1, 3, 3. Spawn on bottom left side as the green allies, we have LnSect. Spawning as the blue empire, we have A&F. Spawn as the yellow allies, we have MaXoN, and spawn as the top right as the magenta Soviets, we have LeperM222. And looks like red and yellow are allies to each other, so it's orange and purple and green and blue. Those have got some dogs moving on the field. One of them does get shot, making the ATF proud there. And he is going to sit on top of both of these expansion points there, so he will need cleared out with a dog or peacekeeper. He does have peacekeepers on this building. He's going to get this fixed really soon. Yellow's trimming for some peacekeepers now, so it's probably on his teammate who's also allies. We've got a lot of allies on this map. And ooh, it doesn't take much long to get a refinery prop in place. He should not deploy that out early like that. That is going to be a horrendous collection path. Do now have a multi-gun turret here. Needs to retarget the multi-gun turret. There's a local peacekeeper on the inside, shooting down all of these peacekeepers now. Orange may just abandon this region for the time being. Peacekeeper firing away. Orange is making his way up north. And there is purple's be made. Where's purple's MCV? Where's purple's MCV? Yellow barracks there. Got Empire player advancing forward. I'm looking at the mini-map and I don't see... Oh, there's purple's MCV. PriNce now seems to fire there. My microphone's a little bit too low, isn't it? There we go. That should be a little bit better. When you have this power plant going on down, that those report does go down as well. Multiple Imperial Warriors and Peacekeepers now advancing on forward. Good bark there. But green and blue looks like maybe forcing back yellow out of this region. Yellow did put a lot of investment into secure the central island. Orange still has some infrastructure here. Poorly placed. Does expand out down here. Purple's eyeing to protect his teammate with a Tesla coil there. Very nice. And you got fully on max shotgun here. You have this multi-gun turret. And there's probably too many tank clusters in this region. Does sell off that peacekeeper. Immediately loads up the turret. Doesn't get any shots off there. Indicator bomb run coming on in. Does take out two of those tank clusters. Not even the perfect bomb splits there. Both of stuff is severely wounded. And blue and green can be eyeing these garrisons. Yellow's advancing forward, trying to get some good hits there on this Prospector. Prospector is very exposed. Orange does have some economy coming. Ooh. That was a little bit overkill. Sorry about that. I'm trying to not in much percent in it right now. We got these dogs moving forward. Does get a good bark there. This dog should be able to numb the rest of these peacekeepers. This refiner prospect does go down. Green's now advancing forward with a handful of peacekeepers and a javelin troop. Making their way up north. We do have... Okay, orange has to be some sort of massive noob. Because you don't do this ever. Ever. Purple is claiming this oil derrick now. Ore refinery will be spot and will be laser locked. Does sell off right there. And I'm not sure what orange MCV is. There's orange MCV. Purple's expanding more and more up north. Yellow has received quite a bit of beating. Has a burst drone sitting on top of his Prospector. And has not repaired up this turret either. So blue can quickly kill it off. They got the heroic peacekeeper there, but does shoot it down. Sells off the last moment. Doesn't get any shots off. Yellow cannot exactly run to sea. The lowest baby spot is down there. And a lot of this infrastructure is starting to go down. Does lose that power plant now. Vindicator's coming for bomb runs. Does get some good bomb runs there. You know, does have a refiner over here, so his economy is not completely dead. Let's get blow up his burst from there. Peacekeeper does go down, and I'll be hitting this prospector now. Orange just lost his expansion right there, so he's basically dead in the water. Has another prospector here. He needs to sell the prospector to get whatever credits he can. And this garrison starting to be cleaned on up. Orange now baits more of these peacekeepers. Some of these peacekeepers... Oh, he's going to annihilate these peacekeepers. Are oh so wounded. Vindicator bomb run coming on in. Does take out the garrison. Does not take out any of the Vindicators, however. Barker VXs deployed on the field, so it's a tsunami tank. Over here, green is now amassing a large amount of infantry. Blue has claimed the southern expansion point as well. Green only has on 2 refinery, or make that 3 now. And it looks like this, what's it called? Not refinery does go down there, and this does take out that peacekeeper there. Since it was charging so far forward without a shield up, it's the same bit too much damage. Orange still has some grass spears, still has an oil derrick. Now his expansion down the low ground, which can easily be picked off by green. Has 2 expansions out at the moment. Needs to start pulling out more stuff, I guess. Yellow's now amassing some dolphins, as well as hydrofoil can hit Orange's base once again. Good dog bark there. That dog, however, does go down. And now he's starting to clear out the garrison. There's at least 2 peacekeepers inside. Now there's 0 peacekeeper inside. Now there's 1 peacekeeper inside. Dolphins and hydrofoils making their way forward. Vindicators coming for a bombing run. And the weapon jammers are good. Does take out the jet tangus with its Apollos. Some of these dolphins started to be cleaned on up. Nanoflectors have been activated. Some of the tsunami tanks will manage to escape on out of there. Jet tangus may now making his way forward. Over here we do have... He needs to stop doing this. Apollo's now being taken on out by the Striker VXs. This prospector has gone down as well. Orange does have 1 refinery income. I don't even consider... Oh, he has 2 prospectors. And they do phase through each other. And he's pulling out a 3rd. Oh god. You got these Mechatengus now being repaired on up. Hydrofoils and dolphins making their way back down south. This airbase has received a bit of damage. The Soviet player does have the high ground and has V4s as well firing away. Has a number of flak troopers as well as bullfrogs. Is a good defensive position here, including a couple of sickles. So he's happy to hit the infantry. May want to put in the cluster rounds in order to hit this infantry units a little bit better. Oh, cluster, right? Multi-warheads. Some of these balls are going to go down. Some of the jet tanks going down. Dolphins are taking out the naval yard. Hydrofoils now being put on the field. Got a crowd shot there, freezing some of these forces. Dolphins will get the naval yard there. And there's enough weapon jammers here in the region to help support these dolphins with that force. Another prospector being deployed on the field. Orange still has a pair of power plants back here. So he has plenty of power for the time being. Oh god. Green could try to get some of these garrisons. Well, garrison would be a good hard point for this infantry, but there is also Natasha now out on the field as well. Natasha would love to hit the infantry, though the Vindicators would love to hit Natasha. Fire shot being deployed on the field. Doesn't look like he got any sort of harvester there, just some wall segments. We've got this prospector here. Not sure what it's going to be doing. Green does expansion. Green's also low in power. V4 rockets now. Critical Strike does come forward, and Vindicators do finish off that. What's it called? What are you going to turn in and stop doing this? It's giving me genuine pain. D4s are receiving a bit of fire there. It looks like there is a Natasha on the inside. Natasha make it cleared out. Natasha does go down. Apparently Natasha can be cleared out by Peacekeepers with shields. That's good to know. And now there's also that Soviet symbol who stayed was on the ground for much longer than normally was. Some of these looks like this reminds us set a bit too far back. It's not up directly close to it, so it's a little bit improperly placed. See, the distance here is much less than the distance right there. We have two Mechatengus here trying to get some damage onto this Prospector. Has a good number of javelin troops inside these garrisons, provide some good support. Aircraft carrier now trying to get some sorties onto the blue infrastructure. You start hitting these Mechatengus. Let's get one of them there. Motor gun turn also pull out on the field. Crowd shot being put on the field. A very poor position there. And the prospect there is, we'll go ahead and go stay alive. Orange starting to build some infrastructure over here. Purple is going to be his mainstay with the amount of power, amount of income he has. He does have a pair of yellow does have a pair of aircraft carriers here. Blue space is starting being pulled apart by yellow. Green doesn't have a whole lot at the moment, only has 2 refineries, so green is a little bit weak at the moment. It's fighting against purple, who has a massive economy, including apocalypse tanks and a large wave of V4s. And now wave force artillery and striker VX is advancing forward, picking out these wall segments with fully charged shots. V4 is firing over rockets there, hitting the infrastructure there, very good. Apocalypse tanks may just want to go forward and start getting some crushes there. Meg does get shot down there. Cryo shock does get deployed on the field. Does freeze V4s. Guardian tank does get crushed there. Not able to shatter any of those valuable assets. These apocalypse tanks starting to get overran. V4 fires another shot there, and Natasha's fell off on the field. Natasha goes to a good anti-aircraft or anti-infantry unit. And V4 is apparently getting some good hits there as well. Apparently V4 rockets can crush infantry. I did not know that. Armor facility does go down. These two chilled V4s do also go down. Purple sort of threw that army away. Didn't really have enough anti-infantry. I got Yuriko Omega deployed on the field, though she's very wounded. And now got sentry bombers with a Tanya in the back. She almost gets shot down by the Mechatengus and does get gunned down by the Mechatengus. Sentry bomb does fire a bomb run there. I think Yuriko has also gone down. Big bomb runs there. It looks like blue does back on the game, getting all the infrastructure to green. So green has quite a bit of infrastructure at the moment. Magenta has also significant amount of infrastructure. So does red. Yellow, not so much. And orange. Do I need to say more? We got these Apollos now right here. These are not friendly Apollos. Apocalypse 6 now advancing forward, trying to harpoon. Does harpoon the heroic Mirage tank there, but does get destroyed off by these forces. It does save the Mirage tank there. Tesla troopers now being jumped on in. We're going to see some flak fire. It does get inside. No, it does not get inside the garrison. And there's peacekeepers will quickly take out those Tesla troopers. Natasha does get annihilated by the Mirage tank. Magenta's not doing a good job of fighting. Green's doing a good job of fighting. You also may want to take time to resecure this region. There's some ore collectors here that are currently not being, or refineries are being collected. Another Tanya does manage to get inside the MCV, does take out the airfield as well, taking out all those aircraft on the deck. Green space will be gutted by this Tanya. Tanya's now fully heroic. We do also have the Chronosphere as well as the Protoclad followed by red. Looks like green's going to be knocked out of the game really shortly. He still has the Empire MCV out in the field and some Empire infrastructure. We got a Mirage tank there. Needs to use the time belt. Does use the time belt. Does get inside the Mechatengu. It does get gunned down by the heroic Mirage tank. Megan will be shot on down. Over here, we got some Apollos being shot up by the flak of the bullfrogs. Orange still has some infrastructure here. It has 2 refineries and whatever the hell this is. It does looks like have some port infrastructure. He may have actually catch that with the engineer. I saw some engineer play. Again, was called on in, freezing a bunch of this stuff. The dolphin does not shatter that, since it is still yellows. The red chronosphere is now available. We do have these prospectors. Heroic dolphins region. And now we do have the infantry now making their way forward. A lot of Tesla troopers here, which will do decent work versus infantry. A couple of apocalypse tanks as well. We do have this very large infantry force here with a good number of dogs. Can dogs bite Tesla troopers? Does get sent to garrison here with the Tesla troopers. It will be questionably effective against that force. His other garrisons actually been fired there. V4 is firing some rockets. Let's take out that garrison. And does manage to shoot up a lot of these dogs here with the Tesla troopers inside the garrison. Hawk 6 now advancing forward. We've got Kirovs coming up for as well. But he's going to bomb his own apocalypse tanks. He's bombing his own apocalypse tanks. That is a lot of Kirovs. He does have some Jet Tengus here on the field. He's also the green allied player. That was not firing away. Gotta make sure you dodge these bombs. No MiGs here to escort these Kirovs, which is a bit of a problem. We've now got these forces now advancing on forward. The Empire/Allied MCV is starting to go on down. These Kirovs are receiving lots of rocket hits there. And these Kirovs are receiving more and more fire there, unable to really get much infrastructure damage there. Oh, now is an excellent Desolator strike. Now these Kirovs have plenty of time to push their way forward. Now got Pox tanks, Black Troopers, and Tesla Trooper and Bullfrog advance on forward. Very, very large number of cryocopters. And Magenta is out on power. Some of these MiGs are getting shot on up. The Kirovs are getting shot up as well. And does freeze out some of these flak towers. Magenta's advancing forward. He needs to perhaps fall back with that. What's it called? Bullfrog. The elite Kirov is now elite. It does manage to freeze the MCV. Doesn't look like he does have a bomb there. Does take out the MCV now. Does take out the flak tower as well. Bullfrog trying to fire away. Cryo again being cast on in. Magenta's being gutted right now. Green has still some base there. He still has a Empire MCV as well. And it looks like Orange has been wiped out. There's a single Tanya here. Fully heroic. She is receiving some conscript fire. Red does have a chronosphere almost on cooldown, so does a proton collider, but Yellow has his chronosphere available. You can use it to instantly kill off a bunch of units. Cryocopter's now being repaired by his teammate's base. Magenta's now advancing forward to over here, trying to take Green's base. This leaves this duo here in the center map largely uncontested. Anya's going around, bombing everything, and does chronosphere in a bunch of Riptides filled with javelin troops. You actually don't see the chronosphere actually being used as a chronosphere. It's always a instantly murder your opponent tool. It does manage to get inside the Tesla foil there with Tanya, and does take out all that infrastructure there. Magenta is now down to those last remaining structures somewhere. Just a couple power plants is what Magenta has remaining. Apocalypse tanks are advancing on forward. Green does not have a whole lot left either. Nor has really been investing in blowing out anything. Of course, got these javelin troops now engaging these Apollos. He has a nice mixed force, multi-faction force, and there's a lot of sentry bombers there now. Oh, something's being frozen out there, but I think it's just forks firing the ground. Tanya's swimming around. And now these Kirill's advancing forward, trying to get some missiles up onto these Kirovs. Foxlane advance forward, does have this ore collector here. And now red is annihilating green's base right there. Green has a barracks stuff looks like, and that's it. So these Kirovs are starting going down. Not sure where Tanya may have went for the moment. And these Kirovs are actually going to make their way to red space, but there's too many Apollos in this region. Those use sacrificial engines, the propellers. Or maybe that's just the name of it, turning it ability off. Ability on the Proton Collider doesn't take it out, however. Anya now push way forward. She does get inside Apocalypse tank there. And looks like Team Red and Yellow does win the game. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.